with Simply a Stewart, and I am back with another Costco haul. So it's been a little while. We actually did a short visit to Costco on the way to and from vacation just to fill in a few little gaps. The things on the way to vacation were really just snacks for the trip, and then on the way home we stopped and got a little bit of extras, but mostly just our produce for the upcoming week or so instead of stopping in a different grocery store because we were going right past. But our trip should have been like the very beginning of September to get all of our stuff. But because we were able to fill in with just a couple things, we were able to push it off because our weeks just got crazy. In case you have not followed me recently, we came home from a very short vacation over Labor Day, and we started school, regular schooling again. I guess we were doing some light schooling through the summer. Regular schooling again the next Monday, but when we came back Friday night, we had a very chaotic night. We started soccer games on Saturday, and we also got 2 brand new puppies. So our life was just crazy, and we're starting to get back into some normalcy. And so we made a Costco haul this week. This will last our family about 6 weeks. We will fill in with fresh produce, and if you guys have seen, I just recently put up a Vitacost haul, and I will also be putting up a Trader Joe's / like Aldi haul. These will be our groceries for 6 weeks. There are 6 people in our family, and we eat fairly clean. We don't eat strictly paleo, and we don't eat strictly Weston Price, but we're kind of somewhere in between. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around and show you guys what I got. Okay, guys, so I usually show you guys everything in one haul, but we have been out for a very long time, and this stuff is very cold still, but some of the frozen stuff is starting to like unfreeze and just be cold, so I want to get this stuff put away as quickly as possible. So I'm going to show you all of this, the cold items, or most of the cold items here, so my husband can start putting them away while I share everything else with you, because this was a gigantic haul as usual. So unfortunately, we had only picked up one of these and ran out because our green beans did not do well this year. Our green beans did fantastic last year, and so we went almost all year with just green beans from the garden. We had froze them, but we had no luck this year. So we picked up 4 of these bags. I hate the fact that they're not organic anymore. Costco, if you're listening, please go back to the organic beans, the French beans here. They used to be organic. They no longer are, but we did get 4 big bags of these. Because we were there, we picked up one of the organic fresh green beans, and we will go ahead and use these this week. Obviously, they will not last past that, though, so we got 4 of these big ones. We like our green beans. They are my kids' I don't know, broccoli and green beans. I don't know which one's their favorite, but we go through a lot of these. So we got those. We got 1 bag of Brussels sprouts. These will be for everybody for dinner maybe one night, and then the rest will be for my daughter. She really likes to cut these up in mushrooms and just eat them like that. So I got those, and then I picked up 4 bags of these. Now each of these has 4 bags in them, so that's 16 bags. That should last us our broccoli for the most part. I do have a couple left in the refrigerator, or sorry, in the freezer from last month, so we'll use those mostly for dinner, but we also use them sometimes for lunch during the week. They are steamable bags. We do not put anything into the microwave. I go ahead and open these and roast them or saute them. So then we got 1 pack of the Kerrygold butter. And if you guys are unfamiliar with Costco, their frozen vegetables and frozen fruit all seem to range between $7.99 and $9.99 a bag. So that gives you guys an idea. They have this Normandy blend. This was something new I hadn't seen before. So you can see here, they got the orange and yellow carrots, broccoli, and cauliflower. And it is all organic. I don't know if these ones are in individual bags or not. I don't think so. They're not individual bags, which is fine. We will probably not use these mostly for dinner. I will probably use these mostly for my husband's lunch. We do a lot of salads, but as we're getting into the fall and the winter here, he likes to take things like meatballs or something like that I can make ahead and go ahead and set up for his lunch. And so I can go ahead and make a mix of these vegetables and put them with that on the side. We picked up 2 of these cartons of the almond milk. These ones, I believe, are $8.99. For the package, there are 3 half gallons in each of these, so that will be 6. I do have one of those left over that's one of the things we filled in with. We had picked one up, so we have 1 half gallon left from the month for that. They did have the Tenton sausage still. Last year, around this time, they stopped carrying it, so I'm really excited to see it was still there. There was a second one right beside it. It was a different flavor, some kind of maybe jalapeno or something to that effect. That one will be discontinued soon. They did still have some in my store, but this one was not. If you are not familiar with it, on the little white tags they have at Costco, they will have a small asterisk on it for things they are discontinuing soon. So if you see something like that and it's something you want to get, make sure you grab them right away. This was not on the cut list right now, so I was really excited. We have some of this, but I did pick up one more just in case they decide before the holidays that they're done with this for now. Because we do like to eat these through the winter as well, and last year they cut them out for winter. So we picked up one of these chicken apple sausages. These are both pretty clean. These ones are not grass-fed. Those ones are, let me see. Here you go, because those have a few more ingredients in them, but they are fairly clean. I do believe these are Whole30 approved. I do not follow Whole30. Like I said, we're more paleo, but I believe I've seen these on the Whole30 list. So if you're somebody who's trying to eat that way, you might want to check out the ingredients for that. We picked up the organic maple chicken sausages. And let me see. Sorry, I have a glare here. Again, fairly clean ingredients. I really enjoy these. My kids typically eat bacon that we get in the mornings. Turkey bacon. It's a raw turkey, uncured bacon that my mother-in-law picks up at Sam's Club. It's the one thing she gets for us. But I eat that a lot of times. Occasionally, I just like something different, and we've ran out of these. We haven't bought these in a really long time. So I picked those up, and I picked one more of these up. These are roughly $13. They are 3 individual cases. Here are the ingredients. Literally just turkey, water, and sea salt, which for deli meat is amazing. So we love to get our deli meat there. Pretty much just the turkey, but we will keep these on hand. We use these a lot for our Lunchables, and occasionally we'll make like a turkey club type wrap at home for dinner. So I picked up 3 of those with our back to school. We're doing some like outings and things with different homeschool friends, and those will be easy to take with us. Plus things like the pumpkin patch and things we might be out and have to take a meal with us. So we got that. If you guys are interested in that, I can link the video below on how I make the kids Lunchables. I've done a video on that in the past. So then we picked up these. They have the beef snacks. We have definitely got these before. Again, these are around $13. Very clean ingredients. No nitrates, no fillers. They are awesome for a snack. My husband loves to take these when we're heading out the door and he's kind of hungry because it's getting close to mealtime, or we don't really have maybe a great meal planned for the day. I can cut these in half and give them to my kids and make them a nice smoothie with some vegetables in it, and it's a nice, quick, easy kind of like a lunch, and then they can throw some like crackers or something in with it. We use Simple Mills crackers, which you'll see in a few minutes. So just something easy that we can have on hand to grab if we're kind of feeling down on the protein and I don't have anything to make quickly. So we got a bag of mango chunks, a bag of pineapple chunks, and then we got this right here, this tropical fruit blend. My kids use these all to make smoothies. We got the blueberries. We make these a lot into muffins for breakfast, and I will also throw them in some pancakes for the kids for breakfast as well. I do make those a paleo pancake and a paleo muffin. The paleo pancakes, they just are able to pop out of the freezer and into the toaster very quickly in the mornings for a fast, easy breakfast. So we did pick up one of this organic riced cauliflower. This has 4 individual bags in it as well. I do have some of this in the freezer still. I had got a lot of cauliflower. My father-in-law had brought it home from the Amish, and I riced it myself. So we had a lot of it, but I wanted to grab one bag just so I didn't run out. And then we got this nice, huge bag of carrots. This is a really great price. I don't know. I think it's like maybe $7 or something. But we use these for a lot of things. And when I'm running, we actually picked one of these up, and so I have extras, but I know they won't last the next 6 weeks. So I'm going to take those ones and I'm going to chop them up and flash freeze them. My kids will use them in smoothies. We use a lot of carrots in smoothies. So then we'll have these. We like to shred them and use them for salads and just to eat, and, you know, lots of smoothies and those types of things. So we got 3 bags of these organic peas. I hope they last. I figured one for every 2 weeks. Sometimes we go through more, sometimes we go through less. My kids love these. It's one of their favorite snacks. It's one of their favorite easy lunch things. If I make like a roaster chicken or something and don't have exact plans for lunch, they love to just have like roaster chicken and frozen peas. So we got that. We picked up one of these mozzarella cheeses. We use these for our pizza. This is not grass-fed. It's not raw, but it is clean. So we're doing the best we can with what we can in our budget. So this fits the bill. They are pre-sliced, which is nice. I don't know if you can see the slices there. It makes it very easy to go ahead and throw on pizza, and it melts super wonderfully. I picked up these Driscoll berries. They were $5, guys. I think it was like $4.99. I was so excited. We cannot get organic berries around here. We just can't. And so I was happy to pick these up for my kiddos. Every time we go, we try and pick up some kind of organic berries of some kind because we can't get them here, and so we don't get them often. But the blueberries, which I wanted for me, were already like $10 a carton. So we passed on those, but I did pick these up. My girls will be so excited when they get home. They are spending the night at Grammy's tonight, as they often do when we go on these big Costco trips, because it takes us all day and all night. So, and then we got the baby spinach. Nice big container of this. We will use a lot of this in our smoothies. We will use it in our eggs. We will use it in all the things. I love to chop this up and put mushrooms and chicken and like garlic powder and some sea salt and pepper into like a pan on the stove with just some avocado oil and just saute it all together. That's one of my favorite quick and easy lunches for myself. So we picked that up. And then we picked up 2 of these spring mixes. My husband and I both have a lot of salads for lunch, and so this will be for the next week or so for lunches. And that is everything out of the cold stuff, so I'm going to help him clear this up and get it in the freezer real quick, and I'll share with you what else we got. Alright guys, so we got most of that put away. My husband's finishing it up, and I'm going to show you all of this craziness. So obviously there's a lot. I go to multiple stores today. I do a lot of shopping, so I don't remember all the prices, but I am trying to share with you guys some. If there's anything you guys see and I don't share the price and you guys are interested in it, please just drop a comment down below, and I will be sure to let you know at least what the price is at my Costco. So anyways, we got this 15-pound bag of yellow or golden potatoes. I do get a lot of my potatoes from the Amish, but I do like to pick up some when I go down to Costco, because I don't always know when I'm going to get to the Amish. My father-in-law usually goes up that way for work, and so he brings them home for me. This is like a $7.99 for the 15-pound bag, so it's a better price than just about anything I can find around my local grocers. So, and the only one who might be a little bit cheaper is Aldi, but Aldi's potatoes are really, really hit and miss for me. Sometimes they are extremely gross and moldy in the bin before you even buy them. So, so I like to go ahead and pick these up and know that I have them on hand for what we need. And then over here, a little bit more produce. These are $4.99 for these gigantic organic mushrooms. Organic mushrooms for like literally a quarter of this size cost like $4 at my local grocer. So I picked these up when we're there. We have to buy conventional mushrooms a lot, and so we love to use the organic ones when we can. It's just what we have available to us. Our Aldi does carry some organic produce, but they do not ever have mushrooms. So we only have one place that does, and like I said, it's really expensive in comparison to this. So we love our mushrooms in this house, so I picked up 2 of those. We got 2 pineapples for the week. These will be for breakfast. My kiddos love to have fresh pineapple with their breakfast. These are $12.99, the best price on almond flour that we can find. It's a 3-pound bag. And so if you can see right back there, That's all the almond flour I have. So, hi guys, you can see my reflection. It's nighttime. But that is 2 bags fit in there. So I have 2 bags there and 2 bags there, and that should definitely last us through the 6 weeks. Like I said, I'll be doing some extra baking probably because it's the holiday, kind of get into the holidays here. So we might be doing some like cookies or muffins or something special for Halloween and those types of things. So I picked those up. This is, again, the best price I can find anywhere. It's organic, unrefined, cold pressed, all the things you want. The only thing it's in plastic and not glass. But we take what we can get around here. Like I said, doing the best we can with what we got. So this is, I believe it's, I want to say it's like $15.99. I don't know. The price on this is just excellent compared to anywhere else. That and the avocado oil. So we got that. And then back here, we got our avocado oil. I mentioned this last time, and I am kind of disappointed, but it is what it is. They moved to a larger bottle, so if you can see down here, it is 2 quarts now instead of 1, or 2 liters, I guess, instead of 1. And they moved it to a plastic bottle instead of a glass bottle. So that is kind of a bummer. But I guess it is what it is. I mean, what do you do? So if you're listening, Costco, which I'm sure you are not because I'm not that important, please bring it back in a glass bottle. But again, that might even be the manufacturer. So it is what it is. Then we get this olive oil. It is organic olive oil. I figured out the price in comparison to the one I was getting at Aldi, and this was a better deal. I have never seen the organic olive oil, though, at Costco until now. So this is, there you go, it's 2 liters, and I believe it was 13 something. I can't remember exactly, but it was 13 something for this big container. So we got that. We got a thing of salsa. I was out. I have not really been doing salsa and chips pretty much at all. Maybe once a week. I'm trying to watch my corn intake personally. So once a week, if that, I've been having them. But my sisters have been staying with me more, and they really enjoy this salsa and having salsa and chips when they're over for a snack. So I made sure I picked one of those up. So even if I'm not having them much, it will be here for them, but I do eat it occasionally. So we picked that up. I did also, again, this is another thing I got here instead of Aldi this time. I checked the price and it was almost the same, maybe a little bit cheaper here, and with my 2% back, it was just a better deal. So there are 9 containers of 1 liters. We go through about 1 a week, I think. We're still trying to figure that out a little bit, but we use this for our smoothies a lot. So I picked that up to have for that, and that was 16 something. We did pick up, this is the only thing that we get pretty much canned as far as like vegetables or anything go. I have a recipe that was handed down from my grandmother, and we tried it with fresh green beans and frozen green beans, and it's just not the same. And so we do use the canned green beans for that. So we just decided it was 50 cents a can. The box was $5.99. We would just pick this up and we would have it on hand for when we do that recipe. And we picked up these. These were on sale. I think they were $17.99 with $5 off. So they were $12.99, and they're much deeper than the other ones. So I thought this would be really good to make things like stuffed peppers and stuff like that. So we picked that up. I was really excited because we love our Pyrex here. And then back there you can see we got 5 bags of the tortilla chips. And sorry, my husband's yelling at the puppies. They're still learning a lot of things. But anyways, we picked up 5 of these, mostly for my husband's snacks. Like I said, I will eat them occasionally, and very, very seldom, but once in a while, my kiddos will have these as like a special lunch with some shredded chicken and veggies and salsa and whatnot. So if we are really pushing the buck, maybe on a Sunday when we're trying to get a lot of stuff done, they like that as a special thing. So down here, we are just about out of chia seeds. We have about a half a jar, and I did not want to run out, so I picked these up. It's a $6.99 bag for organic chia seeds, and again, better price than anywhere I can find locally. We picked these up on our trip on the way out. This was one of those things when I mentioned we stopped and picked up some snacks. We had never seen these, we had never tried these, and we saw them on our way to vacation, and we picked them up as something to have like in the car. Or as a road snack and a special treat on vacation. And man, are they amazing! So here, let's go. Here are the ingredients. You can pause that if you want to see it. Up here's all these amazing seeds that are in it. And they were so tasty. My husband loved them. And so we picked up actually 2 of those this time. My husband has been snacking on the ones that were left over. And no, I'm not. Yes, you are. Don't lie. And so I thought those would also be good to like put in a special, like kind of in a compartment in my kids' Lunchables as a special snack when they finish their lunch. So we picked up 2 of those for the $10.69. I must have read the dates wrong on the Costco flyer. They, I think, are coming up on sale very soon because I thought they were supposed to be on sale when we went and they weren't. So it must be whenever they're starting, which was not today. So if you guys want to try those, that's something to look for in the upcoming week or so. Then we got, I just realized they're made by the same people. We got these coconut clusters. We get these, I don't want to say quite a bit, but we like to get these. My daughter likes these. 3 of my kids are really big fans of cashews, and she is not. So she really enjoys these when the other kids have cashews. Now she will, my other kids will eat these too. They do like these, but sometimes we will take like cashews in our lunch or something like that, or have it as a snack, and she does not like them, so she will have those. So we picked that up. These right here, along with these right here, are something that my kids have for morning snack. They're allowed to have one of them. And then we have an apple cut up. And when we're doing like our morning, if you guys have not followed me before, we homeschool. And so when we do like our morning or looping basket, they're allowed to have an apple and one of these is like a snack while they're listening to me read aloud and such. So these are $6.99 a bag. Whoops, sorry. Ingredients are kind of, there we go. Let's see if I can lay them down if that'll work better, because it is, I think it's the lighting. Yeah, it is. There you go. That's about as good as it's going to get, guys. Sorry, it's a little bit blurry, but I think you can make all of that out. So those are $6.99 a bag. They are, again, very clean ingredients. These ones are $9.99, and I just take, now these I do keep in their container. It is what it is. I only have so much room for things. These, I have a glass container that I take out of this, and I dump them into. It makes it a little bit easier, but there are all the ingredients. They're literally right there. There's nothing else, so these are super wonderful. Most of my kids prefer these, but I have one daughter, not the same daughter who doesn't like cashews, different one, who does not care for these paleo bites that much, and so she will often choose those. And then down here, now they changed these. I was a little disappointed. They used to have like a coconut almond and then a cashew almond. So they changed it to a sea salt almond. I don't know if the ingredients are much different or not. I did not look. I don't know if they have cashews in them or not. Now they say paleo friendly and paleo certified. What I have realized is they do have cane sugar in them, so they are not paleo friendly technically. Unless they've changed that. Now this one, oh well, this one has agave now instead. Let's see about this one. See, we're having all sorts of trouble focusing. Now this one says it has cashews, and I don't see organic. There's honey, so maybe they changed the formulas. I'll be excited to see. Maybe somebody called them out on that, because I guess technically it's false advertising. I didn't mind because we do some organic sugar here, even though we lean more towards the paleo side. We are not strictly that, so it didn't bother me, but I'm sure somebody who is strictly paleo, that probably did, so maybe they called them out on that. These are usually, I think they're like $16 or $17 a box. They were $13, I think, on sale, so they are expensive. My kiddos, I let have the coconut ones because I don't care for them as much. The other ones I usually eat, and they're usually when I'm like going to work, if I'm having like a rummage sale for church or a early morning of yard selling. Again, if you do not follow me, I resell on eBay, so sometimes I take off first thing in the morning and go like at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and this is just easier for breakfast for me to grab this and some fruit on the way out the door. So it's seldom, but it does happen. So I did want to pick up those because when we came back from vacation, I had nothing made, and with having the puppies and everything else happening, it took me a little while to catch up. I did eat these for like 3 or 4 days or 5 days, I don't know, for breakfast. And I took them on vacation and ate them for breakfast, which is terrible, but it was the only option I kind of had. And because we had limited storage taking things out, I ran out, so needless to say. So we picked up an extra box of those. Hey, honey, can you get the puppies? Here are my puppies. They're playing with each other. So we picked up these grain-free bars. My husband loves these. Again, I love when the ingredients are right on the front. This is everything, guys. That is the best. So we try to eat as cleanly as we can. My husband really likes these. Most of my kids really like these, and so we like to keep some of these on hand to take with us again if we're, going to the pumpkin patch or something, and my husband's afraid he'll get hungry while we're out in between meals. This is a great thing to have. So those, again, are kind of expensive. I think they're like $16 a box. So now I can't remember. I want to say it was 12 something for these. This is the first time I've ever seen these. They have the adult bars, and they are like 17 some dollars. And I don't know how big these are in comparison. I guess maybe I could split those ones. But I thought that I would try these for 12 bucks. My kids, I think, will love these. I cannot eat RX bars because I have an egg allergy. Now, I can make baked goods with eggs, but I cannot eat anything that has eggs directly in it like this. These things, I tried RX bars, and they made me so sick. That was right before I realized I had an allergy. So, but my kids, so they ate the ones that I had purchased for myself after I realized from the first one that I had an allergy, and they loved them. But I have not purchased them again. But I thought these would be great to have on hand. When we're, like I said, if we go to the pumpkin patch and we're going to kind of be pushing dinner time or lunchtime to get back, and we're going to have to have something that's decent and hold them off, I thought this would be good. So we picked that up. These are one of our go-to take with us snacks, something that they take to church sometimes. My church, I love them, and they are wonderful, but they feed them kind of junky snacks. So we like to have something we can take. We will take 2 of these where we go, and a couple mandarins, and everybody can have 1 roller and a mandarin. I just take, because I have 4 kids, so we just split them. This is my husband's. If you followed me before, you know this. None of the rest of us chew gum. We don't use this type of stuff for the most part in our home, but my husband, that's one of those things he hasn't quite got away from yet, so we picked that up. And then, let's see what else we get. This is my absolute favorite. This is like my kind of trail mix snack go-to thing. I do eat a lot of like apples and things like those, but when I'm wanting something that's a little more like hearty, and I don't, especially because I don't want to be trying to eat this kind of stuff often, I will pick up like, 2 or 3 of these and a handful of raisins. It's kind of like a little trail mix for me. This, again, it does have sugar in it though. Let's see if it's going to cooperate with there you go. Pretty clean ingredients, but it does have some cane sugar in it. So if that's something that's super important to you not to have, but otherwise clean whole ingredients, so we like to have those on hand. These, again, are something my husband gets. These are another thing that are being discontinued again. They had these last year for a while, and then they disappeared for a long time, and they had just come back this summer, and my husband took them on vacation with us. And he ate them all, and then we came home and he didn't have any. He wasn't going to get any, but he saw them and they were going discontinued, so he figured he would pick up a bag of these. These are not super clean ingredients, but they are gluten-free, which he does have a gluten allergy, so he needs to be careful of. So there you go. You can see there are a lot more ingredients in that. But in case you guys are interested, they have those. And they do taste pretty good. I've had a couple. I don't really eat them usually, but when we got them, I tasted them, and I've had a couple here or there. And they are actually, they were kind of like his replacement for Pringles, because he used to like eating those prior to changing our diet. So, and then we got, I believe these are both, I don't want to say if I'm wrong, but I believe these are $7.99 each. This for the 1 and this for the 2. This is not organic. I wish they carried organic almond butter. They don't, but this is a great price. Almond butter around here, literally for like a third of this is like $5 or $6. So for the $7.99, this is this is a great price. So I picked one of those up, and we have a few of those left in the cupboard still, but I use them for baking muffins and things like that. So this, I have one of these maybe left, so I just didn't want to run out. I don't know. We don't go through peanut butter nearly as much. This is organic peanut butter, but we just don't use peanut butter nearly as much in our house, but we do use it occasionally, so I made sure I picked that up. My kids like to have peanut butter and apples sometimes, so... Then we got this honey. We get a lot of honey, again, locally, but I like to have this for baking with. I like to use my raw honey and things like tea and elderberry syrup, and just to have straight. My daughter will take it for her allergies, which we've all but cured, but I don't want to say that it's completely cured, so she does use it for that type of things. When I'm baking, I'm going to kind of ruin the raw quality of it, so I do pick this up, and it just makes it easier sometimes, especially when my kids are baking. They have a hard time getting it out of the mason jars that our local stuff comes in, so we picked up those because, again, we will be baking because we're coming into the fourth quarter of the year. And then we picked up one of these, another thing being discontinued, so if you guys are interested, this, I believe, is $15 roughly for the bag. There are the ingredients. I love the fact that it's grass-fed. I don't love the fact that it has sugar in it, but otherwise, super clean, super great, tastes amazing, and so we really like this. I'm super sad they're getting rid of it again. It has been like coming and going in and out of stock, so I'm kind of hoping this isn't like a going forever. It's just going for a little while, but we do actually have one of these in the cupboard, and we picked up a second one because we really enjoy having this. We will take this like when we go Black Friday shopping, or when we go hunting, we'll throw a couple pieces in a bag or something like that, so that is good to have on hand. This is another thing I thought that was going to be on sale because it was in the new flyer, but again, I must have read the date wrong, so if you like these, keep an eye out for them. Super clean ingredients. These were $8.99, but I do believe they're going to be $6.99 with a limit of 6, if I'm remembering correctly, very soon. And there are the ingredients. So, very clean ingredients. We like to use those for our Lunchables, and we'll use them for like tuna, and we'll have tuna and crackers sometimes on like a Sunday afternoon or something like that, especially if we've gone to church on Sunday. We go a lot on Saturdays, but if we go on Sunday and we come home, everybody's starving, so tuna and crackers is really quick with just some like raw vegetables and fruit. So then we got this bag of organic rice. It's been a really long time since we bought our last bag. We went through it fairly quickly at the end. We hadn't used it, a lot of it, forever. And then I mentioned we got the puppies, and they were having some belly issues. So I went through a lot of rice for them, trying to get their bellies just a little bit straightened out. So we picked up another bag of that. Honestly, I don't remember the price of that. I didn't even look. I just told my husband to make sure we grabbed it because we were out and we needed it. So. And then over here is just sorry, you can see all this other stuff. Some of this is my father-in-law's and just more groceries, but all of this fun stuff. So we'll start right here. Here are these really cool think puzzles. My husband picked these out. He thought they were really neat. There you go. So they're like 8 wooden block puzzle teasing type things. My husband thought these would be really cool for the kids for Christmas, particularly my older two. They like to play with these kinds of things. If you saw my Lakeshore learning hall video, we got those like fidget things, and they were just like making different shapes and stuff. My daughter got a Rubik's Cubes, those types of things they just really seem to enjoy. And so we picked this up. It was $18.99, and here you can see there's all the different things right there. And so we'll see when we open this up. I think this will be a fun thing on, like, you know, the week after Christmas to kind of do some school, but not really do some school, you know, fun school. So, and then we picked this up. This is going to be a Christmas gift. So you can see up here, it is 1,500 pieces, and it is the small Legos. We've done a lot of Duplos in the past, and my kids are finally getting to the age where they all can do these. My youngest is 4. We've always had babies and little tiny kids, and of course now we have puppies, but we'll just have to pay close attention to them. But this was, I believe it was $39.99 for this big container. So right now everything they have is like a set that they have to build and then like put away, I guess, because we don't have any room to kind of keep them out and store them. And so sometimes we got one little set for my son's birthday last year that has like, I don't know, like 25 pieces in it, and they fight over it, and they love to build things imaginatively in it. So I was excited to pick these up. We're going to put it away as like a gift for all of them for Christmas. I'm loving getting my Christmas shopping done, guys, ahead of time. So, and the last thing we picked up, this was just like a lightweight jacket. It says, I don't know, down to like 32 degrees or something. My husband works super early in the morning, and so when he leaves, sometimes it's pretty chilly. It was like 40 degrees this week when he left, and he could do a sweatshirt, but sometimes it's cold if his car has not, we don't have a garage or anything, so, but his winter coat is just a little bit too much. So this was, I think it was $19.99, $20, somewhere in that range, so we picked that up for him. So that was just about everything. I actually bought a computer too while we were there. Like I said, lots of money today, huge haul. Ugh, look at me. My hair's a mess. Sorry. It's really late, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get this wrapped up and get this all put away. If you guys like these kinds of videos, please give it a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. And I will see you guys all around next time. Bye.